Are you currently thinking to yourself, it's not about the money, I'm not here for the money, it's about the impact? Well, if that's you, then this video is just for you. Time and time again, I have clients in my coaching program who tell me they want to get a promotion. And along with that promotion, they want to have a better compensation, that compensation they deserve for the value that they provide for the company. And then in the same breath, they tell me, but it's really not about the money, it's about the impact. And to which I say, if it's not about the money, then why are you here? You see, if you genuinely, and you gotta be honest with yourself about this, if you genuinely desire to have a promotion, if you genuinely feel that your compensation does not match your value, the value you provide for the company and for your teams, then sure, it's about impact, but you also gotta focus on money. You gotta start to change your relationship about money. Because if you are saying to yourself, it's not about the money, what you're actually saying, your subconscious mind, what you're actually believing is money is not important. But how many of you would agree that money is important, especially when you don't have enough of it? And money is important, especially if you have a very important mission you want to achieve. Maybe you're listening to this and you have charities you want to contribute to. Maybe you want to make donations to your home country. Maybe you want to provide for children. Maybe you want to provide for families who need that kind of support. Maybe you want to support your loved ones in ways that you can't do currently. So you see, I'm not saying it's about the money, but it's important to change your relationship with money so that you're not rejecting it, so you're not putting it off, so that you're not pushing it aside. Change your relationship with money, because if you don't, the way you talk about money is very hesitating. The way you ask for a raise, the way you talk about your value, the way you communicate to senior leaders, if you don't change your relationship about money, you're going to hesitate around it, you're going to procrastinate around it, be nervous around that topic, and it's going to be very difficult for you to be fiscally responsible if you hesitate around money. Fiscal responsibility is about money because the business that you work for needs to be profitable. And there needs to be a conversation around budget and financial discussions. So if you're saying to yourself, it's not about the money, chances are you have a relationship about money where you believe that attaining more of it is negative, it's greedy, it's evil, or maybe it puts you in a bad light. If that's what you believe, then you see how those beliefs are going to shape your actions. And it's going to be that much more difficult to be fiscally responsible. And it's going to be that much more difficult to talk about what the pay is that you deserve. But think about it this way. Your compensation, the money that you get from your organization, each dollar you receive is a certificate of service rendered. It is a certificate of service rendered. Money in and of itself and by itself does not represent greed. It does not represent a lack of humility. It just depends on how it was used. Love the people you serve. Love the people that you collaborate with in your organization. But you can use the money to create more value. You can use money in your life to serve more people. So then, by that regard, if you change your mindset and how much money can you make? Make as much as you can. Earn as much as you can. In terms of getting higher pay raise, go as high as you can. And then use the money that you have earned as a result of service rendered to serve more people. Change the relationship you have with money. That phrase, is not about the money, is causing you to hold back. It's causing you to pull your punches. It's causing you not to step up into the powerful person that you can be. Organizations understand this, that they gotta pay their people. And the organizations that don't, you don't wanna work for them anyway. But first you gotta value yourself, and you gotta understand the importance of money in your life, the blessings that it gives in your life and to other people. And when you understand that and you change your relationship with money, then you get to create more impact. Because the last time I checked, without money, it's very difficult to create impact. Think about the impact you want to have in your life. Think about the specific impact you want to have on other people. A lot of that requires finances. And the bigger the impact you want to make in a larger geographical area, the more financial resources that are required. So why are we pushing money aside? Why are we having a negative relationship with it? When there's so much blessing that money can give depending on how it's used and the mindset behind its usage. So when it comes to individuals who tell me, Dr. Grace, it's not about the money, it's more about the impact. What I say is, if it is about the impact for you, then how could it not be about the money? How could it be one without the other? How are they mutually exclusive? Change your relationship with money and see how it serves your life.